Hey again, Kevin Fry of Fry Custom Painting, residential interior painting. Today I'm going to be showing you the next step of prep work in painting anything at your house, pretty much anything anywhere. One of the most important parts of preparation is cleaning. And you also need to have a system of how to paint so that you end up not making more mess and making more hassle for yourself than you really have to. So the first and most important thing of prep work after figuring out your primer situation, which is what we talked about in the last video, is cleaning. Why is cleaning so important? Because if there's dirt on the walls, if there's food that's been stuck to the walls for a long time, it's dried, if there's pet hair, certain like pet oils, like skin oils or hair products that have gotten in the air and settled on the surface, all that needs to be cleaned off before you can put a good paint on the surface. Because if paint goes directly onto some of those things, it will either not stick, or the stain will show through the paint, or if it's kind of a textural item like pet hair or something, it will just create a dirty look in the paint, which will not be good. So typically the dirtiest part of a house is the baseboard. So come over here and take a look at this. I'm going to show you what we're talking about here. Now, typically the corner is the worst spot. And we clean our house pretty well, but occasionally we still get dirt on our baseboards like this. So I'm going to take a wet rag. You don't need to use soap and water. You can use soap if it's a really bad situation, like if you got something that's literally stuck to the surface, you need to get that off. Yes, use soap. But for most cases, if it's just dust, a wet rag is fine. We're going to take some of that off. Really get your fingernail into the corner and wipe it down. And I'm going to go back a few times. Some of these are stains, some of these are other things that are coming off, but most of it is just dust. And as you can see, all that came off just at one little area of baseboard, okay? Come over here to the other side, and we're gonna wipe this one down too. And this side has a different kind of baseboard. The previous owners like to use lots of different materials in their house all in the same place at the same time. They just thought it was fun, I guess. But it's a good example of how to clean different surfaces. So this one actually has two horizontal surfaces that will need to be cleaned. The one that's on top and this little groove right here. So we're going to take the same rag in a clean spot, run your fingernail over that surface up at the top. And we're going to go over the whole thing again. And then I'm going to take my thumbnail again and get into this lower surface here to get all the junk out of there. I'm going to wipe over the baseboard, and you're done. And as you can see, that's what came off of that one little spot. That's why we need to clean before we paint. Because if you paint it over this is going to get stuck and fossilized into the paint for the rest of your life. And that will create a much better surface, a much better finish when you're all done painting. It's going to look better, it's going to look more professional, it's going to look a lot cleaner, it's going to look a lot smoother by the time you're done.